Hello and welcome to the Rose of Oshun. This is the March reading for the sign of Aries. Alright, so this reading is going to be a little different from most readings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a general reading for the sign of Aries for the month of March. And then what I'm going to do is also have a pick a card for you guys so that you can choose your own special messages and make the reading a little bit more specific for you guys, okay? Because we all know one size does not fit all. So I'm going to start off with a general reading for everybody for Aries, and then I'm going to give you guys a chance to pick your own individual conclusion to your reading. So it's kind of going to be a little bit different. Most readings are like a pick a card or a zodiac reading. This is a little bit of both. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to choose. We're going to start with the general reading first, and then I'm going to move on to whatever pile you guys are going to choose for you. Okay, so this allows the message to be a little bit more specific for you guys and pull through any specific messages that the universe has for you. All right, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1, 2, and 3. All right, if you guys need a little bit more time, I'm going to come back to the pick a card crystals for your more specific readings a little bit later. First, we're going to start with the general message for the month of March. So looking at your cards for the month of March, Aries, I'm sensing that you guys are doing a lot of healing. There's definitely a hurt probably in your past. It could be from your childhood or something that you're karmically still clearing. But I'm seeing here with the 8 of water in reverse and the Zapana, Shapana, shaman card here, that there is a lot of inner healing that you still need to be doing. And so this is the first big message for you from Spirit, Aries, is that a lot of Pisces season and a lot of the month of March into your own season, Aries. And I feel like this is actually perfect for you guys because it's really important before you start manifesting, before you start getting in your zone, in your fire sign energy, that you do a lot of self-healing and self-reflection. A lot of you guys might feel paused, and that is because there might be progress that you want to see in a certain area of your life that you're not quite seeing yet. And the reason why you haven't seen the 3D manifestation of this progress is because there is some inner healing and some inner alignment work that needs to be done before you're going to see the progress that you want to see in the 3D. And we all know what it's like, Aries, to get all the material trappings of what you want in life. But if you don't have any inner peace, you're going to end up struggling just like you were before, all right? So for those of you who are looking to see progress in a relationship, maybe some of you work in retail and you're looking to see progress within a sale, if you're looking to make progress within your own creative endeavors in art, or if you're going to look to make progress in business or just in your career, you might be feeling a little bit stalled. And we are in a water sign also for most of the month of March, which is not your natural habitat. It's not your natural element. So for the month of March, you're really being encouraged to slow down right before your season hits, Aries, and you go into celebration mode and manifestation mode. The universe is giving you a chance to slow down and to look at what within yourself might be holding you back, or what emotional baggage you might still be carrying. Because one of the first things I noticed about your pile, Aries, is that there are a lot of healer cards here, but they're all in the reverse. So first we start out with the 8 of water, and that's letting me know that there is still a disappointment, a big disappointment in life that you are trying to get over, that you're trying to heal from. This may be a negative memory, but one of the first thing that jumps out to me at looking at this card is that the serpent or the octopus has their tentacles wrapped around this boat. All right, and it looks like it's pulling the boat down. So because of that, I'm seeing that there is an internal struggle here. There's something within your shadow aspect. Some of you might need to do some shadow work. There's something within your memory, within your emotional body, Aries, that you still need to heal. And that could be potentially taking you under or stopping your motion, literally. All right, so with the Eight of Water here in the reverse, the good sign is that because this card is in the reverse, it means that you're at the tail end of your self-healing journey. You are towards the end of closing out this karmic cycle or this path, all right? Because the fact that it's in the reverse shows me that this octopus, whatever this symbolizes for you, whatever bad memory or traumatic event or event that you might need to heal from, maybe it's a breakup, maybe a betrayal of some kind, maybe at some point an authority figure turned their back on you or betrayed you in a way that you still have not totally forgiven them from or totally haven't healed from yet. And it's very possible this could have happened in your childhood. Because of the tentacles, it could be that there are multiple people involved here as well. This could also be an organization or a network, maybe a job that let you down or a job that you were working really hard at to get a promotion that did not treat you the way you deserve to be treated. But either way, there's a lot of self-healing work that needs to be done here, because I'm sensing that from this disappointment, what you took away was that you didn't trust the world and you also don't trust yourself. And there may be times when you're not fully trusting your intuition as much as you should, Aries, as the intuitive person that you are, and the very assertive energy that you possess. It's really important that you trust your inner compass, your inner creativity, and also heal the confidence within you so that you're aware that you are able to conquer any goals that come your way and to materialize any manifestations that you want to see happen in your life. So I see that there have been times when you felt held back by your own self-doubts and your own wounds stemming from these negative experiences. And that is very clear with the Zapana Shapana card in the reverse and the Baba Olorisha card in reverse as well. And what this is showing, really, Aries, is that a lot of you have the healer archetype within your life path. That is part of your karmic path. Is to be a healer, to help others, to be a leader, to uplift others, to tell others what they need to do to progress, to get to that next level in life. And so sometimes when you're the healer, you have to take time away and step aside to heal yourself. And this is what you need to be doing in the month of March, especially within Pisces season, as Pisces is the natural emotional healer. You need to take some time to step back and to use your natural gifts to heal yourself, especially because for a lot of you guys, if you're Aries, you're a sidereal Pisces, which means that you have a lot of that natural healer wisdom and energy within you as well. All right, so next we have the Seven of Water upright, and what this is showing me here is that you still have a lot of memories. You still have a lot of things that you need to actually it's a Six of Water upright. You have a lot of things that you need to heal from that are in your past, and before you can leave them behind, you need to be able to make peace with them, especially with this guy here covered in the shadows. What this is showing for me is the shadow aspects. It's nighttime here. In this card, you can see a moon just coming out. And to me, that is showing that there are some things, some shadow work that needs to be done, some emotions that may be hidden even from you that you need to bring to the surface and reconcile within yourself. So some ways that you can do that is to meditate, to write out your feelings. For those of you who may not feel comfortable just telling anybody how you feel or what you're going through, writing things out, writing songs, writing poetry, or just making a practical list, especially for those of you who are more practical or who have a lot of earth or air within your chart. A great way to be able to heal and to self-heal is to write out a list of improvements and things that you want to see occur within your life, and to make some of those happen every day. That might be applying for a certain position. It may be taking time to take a cleansing bath, or to go out and do something that you would like to do throughout the day. So make a list of improvements, of things that you want to see happen within yourself. This could be talking to people in a confident manner. It could be going somewhere that you've always wanted to go. It could be asking someone out on a date that you've been wanting to talk to but didn't have the confidence to approach. It could be, taking time out for that self-care ritual that you have been longing to put into process or into progress for yourself. So any of these things can help you to heal. Also, buying a self-help book, taking time out to read it. If there's something that you particularly are struggling with, that could be recovering from child abuse, some sort of trauma, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, getting a book on it and doing your own work within yourself. Because what I'm really seeing here from your cards, Aries, is that you are a natural healer. You're who a lot of other people go to for resources, for wisdom. And you need to be able to also reflect and use those gifts to benefit yourself also. So you may not need to talk to a therapist. You may not need to talk to someone outside of yourself. But if you take that time to really commit to self-love and reflecting within, it's going to be able to do the work and to realign you in the way that you need to be aligned to manifest the things that you want to see happen in your life. Your oracle card here is Pachamama, she with the Andean emerald heart. And for me, this is just highlighting that there needs to be a lot of heart chakra work that gets done for you to be able to feel centered and to heal the way that you need to succeed in the next stage of your life. She has a sparrow in this card right at the center of her chest, and that is just another symbol for the heart work, the heart chakra work that needs to be done. A lot of you may have had your hopes crushed as a child, or maybe you felt something that may have happened to you where you felt less hopeful, where you felt as if your hopes were crushed in a way. So Spirit wants you to do things little by little so that you can heal that hopefulness within you, so that you can reawaken that not just ambitious but that dreamer aspect of you, since most of you guys are also sidereal Pisces, and even for you guys that aren't, it puts Pisces somewhere in your chart where it's going to reflect needing inspiration to feed off of, needing to envision things before you put them into practice, before you materialize them in the physical realm. So that's a really important part of you to be able to cultivate and heal. You need to be able to be hopeful, because without hope, we cannot reach the goals that we want to reach in life. Hope is the air to our fire. And as a fire sign, you need that air, you need that wind, that gusto to keep going and to make your dreams a reality. All right, so that is the general reading for Aries, and I'm going to go on to your pick a card options. All right, so you can choose from, again, I'm just going to put them up here, pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. We have pile 1 with the spotted stone, pile 2, opalite, and pile 3, the blue stone. Alright, I'm going to give you guys a chance to decide, and I'll be back. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile 1, these are your tarot cards. Alright, so you guys do have a lot of major arcana in your tarot, and a lot of major characters in your tarot spread as well. So I know that you guys are going to see a huge change after you complete this transformation, after you do your shadow work. There's going to be a huge change within you that is going to feel like a rebirth. So this would be really important and exciting for you guys, because after you go through this transition, even if it's difficult, even if you have to face some things that are uncomfortable, you're going to come out of this with a renewed sense of identity and with a sense of purpose and a sense of groundedness that you've been looking for quite some time now. So the first card that I pulled for you guys was Iku. And Iku is a representation of death, of transformation, and it incorporates a lot of things that we're used to seeing with the classic death card. So right away from this, I already know that you guys need to do a huge transformation within your life, but I feel like you guys are closer to the end of this healing cycle with this Iku card here. Because it's upright, I sense that you guys are very confident within yourself. You may have some Leo or other fire placements, but you guys are ready to get to where you need to go, and you're not afraid to face the uncomfortability that comes with change and facing things head on. So With Iku here, March is going to be a time of transformation for you, and it's going to be a time where you have a lot of things within the physical 3D realm that you may need to change. This may mean moving, this may mean changing jobs. So if you've been wondering about whether it's okay to do that or to make a major physical change, this is a sign that you're going in the right direction if this is something that you're looking to do. All right, some of you might be looking at changing your physical appearance or something about yourself that you're not quite as satisfied with. And this may be a way of experiencing release for you and of making those final steps towards that transformation. I feel like for a lot of you, you particularly need to shed your old self. And you making this transformation is a part of that. You may be close with a Scorpio. You may also have some Scorpio or water placements in your chart, okay? So with the Yemaya, the Orisha of mothering energy, the Orisha of nurturing energy, this is showing me that you may also have a Venusian in your life that plays a big role. Or you could also be a Venus rising, Taurus or Libra. But in addition to this, you need to mother yourself. Some of you may not have a huge mother figure in your life, or maybe you did not feel nurtured growing up. But this is a sign that a huge part of the healing process for you is being that mother that you never had, listening to yourself, writing down your thoughts and feelings, and taking time to self-empathize. And that's going to be really important because, especially for this group, you may have felt as if your feelings were unimportant growing up. This might be part of the shadow work that you need to do, is that you felt as if your feelings were unimportant, or you felt unheard, or you may have never taken the time to listen to or validate your own feelings, okay? So for a lot of you, it's emotional work and emotional self-expression that needs to be focused on. And also for a lot of you, self-mothering is going to be a big part of your process in March. Taking the time for yourself, stepping away so that you're not always that healer, that support for everyone else, always being there for your siblings or for your children, and in the process of that, not taking care of yourself. So even if you have kids that you need to take care of and that you're responsible for, you're going to be learning how to balance taking care of others and nurturing yourself in March. And it's going to be very important that you're in tune, like water is in tune with the rest of the ocean, and it flows in a fluid way, that you're in tune with what is needed in your life and also what's needed from you in order to nurture yourself, to be that mother, in a sense, that nurturing energy that you may have never experienced in the past or growing up. With the Nine of Water, I do see some things coming in for you around the second week in March. Also within a lunar month, you may have a lot of progress as far as in career or in places that you have been steadily putting forth progress here. Most of your cards are upright in this pile 1. So this is showing me that you have a lot of progress that you've been making. You are a pile of action. Okay, you are a pile that puts one foot in front of the other. So it's really important that you keep going forward, keep making moves in areas of your life where you need to see progress, where you're looking to accomplish goals, but also take that time to, find balance within yourself and to rid yourself of any sabotaging behaviors here. With this Knight of Water, I'm also seeing that there is a huge boulder here in the ocean near this boat. Okay, so we want to make sure that, if you are the boat going along the current that destiny has you on, that the universe has for your life, making accomplishments for yourself, passing milestones, or accomplishing big things in the month of March, make sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Make sure that you are, being thorough, that you are being cautious, so that you do not fall into any pitfalls of carelessness or of not checking everything that needs to be checked for yourself at your job, making sure that you're doing all of your tasks, making sure you're not overlooking things, or if you have your own business, or even if this is a relationship, making sure that you are treating the person that you're with care and consideration. All right. So also here, Eshu is present in your spread, And I believe that this is an energy that is very familiar for you, Aries. This would be an energy of Eshu, of the crossroads. It's a very Martian-like energy, and this is an energy that would be well within your repertoire, Aries, because Eshu is the Orisha that is at the crossroads, that goes in between this world and the next. And I think that it's really important that you incorporate your shadow side, incorporate those things about you, that drive that you have from people not believing in you in your past, or that competitiveness that you have with yourself, to push yourself to always do better, and make sure that you are using it in a positive way when it comes to nurturing yourself as well. Also with Eshu here, you may have a roadblock that is removed from your life. As you do the shadow work, you may find that opportunities come to you faster, that solutions to problems also come to you quicker, because after you get out of this energy of fear, of abandonment, as you heal these maternal wounds, as you heal these mother wounds within you, or as you nurture yourself, you're going to feel a lot more abundant, and this is going to attract a lot of the opportunities that you want to you. Also with Eshu here at the crossroads, just make sure that you are not making any decisions that would be that would cross a moral line for you, or that would cross into something that you would look back on and regret. Make sure that you are treating people with kindness. Make sure that you are treating people as you want to be treated, because karmically, this could come back negatively on you if you don't. However, with Eshu here, also, this is a sign that you are at the end of clearing this karma. So as you transition, as you heal this shadow work and transition with the death card into the next phase of your life, you're going to hit a milestone. You're going to actually, encroach upon, or make a big achievement that you've been wanting to make for a while, okay? So this is just encouragement from you to the universe, or to the universe, that the universe is sending you, basically, letting you know that you are close to accomplishing a desired goal, okay? So with the couple card here in reverse, you may be encountering some turmoil within your relationship, or there may be a relationship that you are over-identified with. This may be a codependent relationship. The universe is asking you to take a step back and to reevaluate your priorities within the relationship, and how much time and emotional energy you're putting into it, and making sure that you are taking as much care of yourself as you are of everybody else, that you are balancing this dynamic between you and what you're giving out. This may be people who are attached to you. This may be people who depend on you. Even though this is a couples card, if you are single, or if you are not interested in anybody in the moment, this couples card could also indicate people who are attached to you in your life. This could be children. This could be soulmates in our life, which are oftentimes platonic. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. This could be somebody who is closely connected to you, or whom you love in your life, okay? So just make sure that you are creating a balance, and also taking away energy from things that don't serve you. If you're in a toxic relationship, this would be time to reevaluate the relationship and see if it's giving to you as much as you are giving to the relationship, all right? So I'm also going to pull out some oracle cards for you guys. The first one that you have is Zoho, or Hozo, the beauty way of the Navajo. And this card is in reverse. And I really think for you guys, because of this mother wound that you're dealing with, you need to appreciate yourself more. You need to look at the beauty within yourself. I feel like for a lot of you in this pile, you may put others above you, or you may think that you're not attractive for some reason. And this might actually be pushing your blessings away from you, because you secretly feel that you are not deserving. You secretly feel that you do not deserve the things, or that maybe the things that you want are you are not deserving of, or maybe you're not good enough for. And the universe wants you to do a lot of healing work around self-worth, especially with this butterfly in the card. That's letting me know that your transformation in the area of self-worth is not fully complete yet. So The universe wants to encourage you. They want to let you know that your ancestors see you as beautiful. They see your strength. They see the way that you've changed, and they see the transformations that you have made so far in your life, and they are extraordinarily proud of you and want you to keep going. And the ancestors are also saying to you that you're not just conventionally beautiful. It's not just what conventional beauty has out there that says that your appearance is acceptable or that you're attractive, but that you're also beautiful to your ancestors, that they love your strength, that your strength is beautiful, that your spirit is beautiful, and that when you believe this about yourself, it will also reflect in your appearance. It will reflect in the way you see yourself, and that alone will make you more attractive in the physical. Okay, so I'm going to go on to your last oracle card from the Le Vampire deck. And this card simply is about eternal youth, energy, newness, and vitality. All right, so for a lot of you, you may be creative, you may have a creative aspiration, and the universe is really encouraging you, especially at the end of your transformation in March, to take a cleansing bath in the new moon or at the next crescent moon, to release those things that have hurt you and to not make them a part of your identity. The universe wants you to see the old you, the wounded you, as gone and as replaced with a whole new you, okay? And that could be literally, if you want to make a whole full transformation and, make physical changes to your appearance, you can do that. But for a lot of you, this is about feeling brand new. This is about feeling like you're in a brand new chapter of your life. And whatever experiences you may have had in a past life, that doesn't matter now. That is over. And the universe is symbolizing that as dead and gone with the skull here. All right. And the universe also wants you to celebrate your rebirth, your transformation. You have the card with the number 1 on it, so you guys might be seeing a lot of 111s or 1111s. And this is just about fully spearheading your own transformation, defining your new identity. The universe also wants to let you know that the things that have happened to you do not create your identity. You choose your identity by what you do with your energy, what you identify with, and the thoughts you choose to have and the feelings that you choose to focus on. So make sure that every day with every thought that you're, as much as you can, where, none of us are perfect, but to make sure that you are thinking positive thoughts and that you are putting those old things behind you, that you are putting the pain of the past behind you, because it's no longer relevant, okay? What really matters is the actions that you are taking today, the things you're doing today, that are speaking to who you are becoming. All right, so pile 1, that is your reading. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel, Oshun's Rose, the Rose of Oshun. Also, make sure that you follow me on Twitter at Oshun's Rose, and my second page, the High Priestess Shop. I will be uploading lots more videos, so make sure that you check back for more. Also, you guys, I do have a TikTok where you'll find previews of different pick-a cards. And on Twitter, I do a lot of different interactive readings where you guys can jump on or book a personal reading with me on my website. And I have my website information up, or rather attached below to the video. All right, so you guys can find all of that there. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can email me at roseofoshun@gmail.com. I'm going to have my email information down below also. All right, so again, make sure you guys like this video and check back for more soon. All right, bye. Okay, so for those of you who chose the opalite crystal, for those of you who chose pile number 2, this reading is for you. All right, so you guys had a short and sweet pile, and I feel like this really is a representation of a lot of you guys' energy, okay? Because this is my warrior pile. For those of you who are fighters, this is definitely your pile for my warriors out there. You guys might have a lot of fire or earth in your chart. You also pile that does not give up easily, all right? And a lot of you tend to overlook your emotions in order to make progress in life, okay? You feel like your emotions can go on the back burner, they can be dealt with later, and the most important thing is getting at the money, is making a name for yourself, is progress, especially material progress here with the water element in reverse and the Ace of Earth here upright. All right, so one thing I can tell right away is that this is my workaholic pile. So you guys might bury your head in work. You might distract yourself with worldly progress, looking good on social media, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the issue here that I see with the water element in the reverse is that you're not paying attention to your feelings. You're not paying attention to those red flags that jump up when you don't feel good about something. And this also means that you're not fully in touch with your intuition. With the Ace of Earth, to the outside, to other people, you might always look put together. You might look very intelligent. You might even look intimidating to some people. You could be an Earth rising, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But for a lot of you, you are so set on making sure that you do not fail. And this is a very determined quality that you possess. A lot of you might have been like, F that, I'm going to get at the money. I'm going to do what I need to do for myself. And you also not only wanted to prove that you could do this, but you also wanted to prove everyone wrong who said you couldn't. And this is an excellent quality to have. This is definitely the sign of a warrior. And rightfully so, the warrior goddess Yansa or Oya showed up in your reading. For a lot of you, this might be an Orisha that's with you if you follow the Yoruba or Santeria tradition. Yansa is also known as Oya, and she is a warrior goddess. She is a goddess of thunder and of battle. So for a lot of you, this may be a representation of the natural energy that you embody, or you might find that you can connect with Yansa to have these natural qualities more present in your everyday life, all right? But I'm also seeing here that because you are so alpha, because you have such a strong presence and a determined quality about you, this is the reason why sometimes you neglect to take care of yourself, and your shadow element is often self-neglect or ignoring the self because of this, with the water element in reverse. Water represents emotional awareness, intuition, psychic awareness, and a lot of you may have been so ungrounded by traumatic experiences, things that you encountered in your life, that you forgot to take care of yourself. Maybe you detached from your feelings or from your natural intuition and interconnectedness because the things that you were experiencing were too hard to bear. All right, maybe as a kid you disconnected from your feelings and emotional body because you were going through too much pain, and it was just easier, being that you're so intelligent and determined and you're naturally very physically and emotionally strong, to just put your feelings on the back burner. But this is something that the universe is now bringing to your attention in the month of March. Because if you do not take care of your emotional body, if you do not take care of the things within you, you're not going to be able to see the materialization of your physical goals the way you want to. It's just the same as when we have a lot of shifts at work and we work and overwork ourselves and work until we come down with a cold, or we come home from work with a sore throat, and the next thing you know, we're sick and we have to call out of work. And this is the type of dynamic that I'm seeing here in your spread. With this water element in reverse, this means that you need to take time to get in touch with yourself, that you need to take time to find out what you need. Maybe what a lot of you may need, especially in this pile, is to take care of your physical body. Even with some of you, you might need to drink more water, all right? You might be dehydrated, and this might be the universe's way of telling you that you need to nurture not just your emotions, but also your physical body more, all right? For a lot of you, you need to take some time to slow down, even throughout the day, and know that whatever goals, whatever tasks you have to accomplish that day, what you don't get done today will be done tomorrow. And take that extra time to check in with yourself, to make sure that emotionally you're balanced, to check in with how you're feeling. And remember that it's okay not to be okay all the time. If you feel as if you're sad, if you feel depressed, a lot of you in this pile may struggle with depression also, take some time out to spend some time in nature. A lot of you probably need to sit by the water or to be near water, even if it's just a fountain somewhere where you are. Or a great exercise for a lot of you could be to drink water in the morning, and think about the things you want to manifest as you drink that water, to incorporate that water element into your life daily and see your goals happen. Also, if you're doing this, a great thing that you can do with manifestation with water, if you decide to use that as a way to heal, is to think about how you want to feel for the rest of the day. And then think about that as you hold that water, and then drink it. And it's going to help you to incorporate some new refreshing energy into your life, and also to be more in tune with yourself. You can even manifest that you become more aware and in touch with your emotions, and you're going to see a difference and a change within your well-being and your awareness throughout the day. All right, but for a lot of you, what you need to do is to take some time for yourself, and to get in touch with your emotions, so that you can take better care of yourself and do things to emotionally support yourself throughout the day. For some of you guys, that could be singing. For some of you guys, it could be listening to music or painting. So just make sure that you are emotionally in touch with yourself, so that you can let go of this pattern of neglect. And for some of you, this may be a chronic thing. This may be something that you never completely get rid of. You may always have the impulse to neglect your inner feelings or needs, but make sure that you combat that every day by taking time to do at least one thing that is supportive to you. All right. So your first oracle card is the remedy of the grandmother's abuela medicine, and it's in reverse. And I think that a lot of you guys would also feel a lot more grounded and a lot more in touch with yourself if you were to make regular communication or contact with your ancestors. For a lot of you, you may have ancestors on the other side, specifically a grandmother, especially if she was into any type of spiritualism or holistic medicine. And take time to, if you believe in communicating with your ancestors, to communicate with her in the morning. She can be that emotional and empathic support that you might need to hear from. Also, for a lot of you guys, if you have your grandparents living or an elder living, and it doesn't have to be someone that's related to you. It could be somebody from your neighborhood, somebody from a church, somebody that you have known growing up who is supportive to you. And make sure that you take some time out. Some of you may even work with the elderly, and you might be able to find that you have a lot of support that you draw from helping older people in your community or neighborhood. But this is just a sign to the universe that your ancestors, wherever they might be, are supporting you, and that they are giving you the energy and support that you need in order to make this journey in your growth and to become more self-aware. You also might want to look into shamanistic medicine, and some of you guys might be really interested in soul retrieval. For those of you who have had traumatic experiences, it's definitely something that you could look into to be able to heal any wounds that you may have encountered in the past. And your last oracle card here is Nightmare, Psychic Protection, Shield, and Bad Dreams. So a lot of people during Pisces season do encounter a lot of vivid dreams, a lot of prophetic dreams as well, as Pisces is a water sign and is also a very empathic and receptive sign, and is also said to be psychic a lot of the time as well. And actually, with the Psychic Protection, Shield, and Bad Dreams, you may have a dream that warns you of something. You may have a dream that seems like a premonition. So if you have any dreams during this season, write them down. If you have vivid dreams and it seems like a warning, make sure that you keep in touch with your intuition. And also, if you do any type of ancestor worship or keep in touch with your ancestors, make sure that you are communicating with them regarding the dreams that you're having, or ask them to communicate with you through dreams, or to share any warnings that they might have for you in dreams, so that you can get that guidance from them also. You may have had a negative bad dream. If you have any hint or feeling that someone may be stealing from you, then make sure that you are cautious with your possessions in the month of March as well. Make sure you're cautious with sensitive information, as this is around the time of tax season still. So make sure that you're very protective over anything that could become vulnerable. But also, I feel like with this Nightmare card right next to the Ancestor card, this is really showing that your ancestors are here to protect and guide you. So if you are in a difficult situation and you feel like you need some extra protection, In addition to carrying different crystals like obsidian or clear quartz or black tourmaline, you could also contact your ancestors and let them know that you need that extra protection. And they will be there for you in any time of need. So if you are in any situations, or if you are in, a situation that you didn't see coming and you need that extra support, be sure to reach out, to call out to your ancestors, even if it's just a little thought, so that they can be there with you in any intense or challenging situations that you might have. Okay, so pile 2, that is your reading. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more readings. I'll have lots of other pick a cards on my channel soon as well. And in addition to that, make sure that you do follow me on Twitter at Rose of Oshun, or Oshun's Rose, and also that you check out my website, the link below. I also have an Instagram that you can follow me on, where I post lots of fun content that you won't find anywhere else, and that's at Oshun's Rose on IG as well. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye. The blue stone, or the blue lace agate. This is your pile. So this is pile 3 for those of you that chose the blue stone or the blue lace agate. I'm just going to show it really quick so you guys can see if this is your pile or not. All right, so this is your spread. You guys had the most cards out of all of them, and I really feel like that's because you guys do need a lot of support. Out of all the piles, you guys might be the one who are going it the most alone, or maybe you have had a difficult past where you maybe were pulled back or left behind. You may have been left behind in school, or you may have had a situation that somehow took your innocence, or left you feeling behind in life. All right, so I'm seeing here with the 2 of air starting off your spread that you are choosing to make better decisions for you. For you, what self-healing means and what you will be encountering in the month of March is that you are going to be breaking a lot of negative decision-making patterns in your life. With Oba here in the reverse, Oba is a goddess that is known for loving people so much that she makes negative self-decisions to her detriment. All right, she is a girl who skips work because her boyfriend is having a hard time with decisions that he made, and loses her job because she is supporting other people. All right, she is the person who ends up giving her last to someone, and that person does not reciprocate that same loving, caring energy in return. Okay, so Oba is known for being very loving, but one of the negative decisions that she can make is loving other people to her detriment, or loving people who are not willing to give as much as she gives. So one of the cycles that you may be breaking out of in the month of March is having weak boundaries, or not being able to set appropriate limits when it comes to giving to people in your life. You're going to find the universe putting you in situations where you have to put your foot down with people. And you may be a very loving and giving person. I think that this is my nurturing pile. This is my pile with a lot of water or earth, or possibly even some Libra in their chart. All right. This is the pile that loves to give to other people. You may also have Virgo in your chart because you love to be of service to people. You may love children. This is a pile of all 3 that has the most lighthearted and fun energy. Okay, so with the 5 of water here, you may have had a lot of disappointments in life after putting yourself literally out on a limb for others, only to have them not support you in the same way. Or maybe you took the fall for others while they stood back and watched you fall. Okay, so this is a pile that needs to incorporate a lot more self-love into their life. Okay, also with the female issue pile, I actually think for a lot of you guys, you either have someone in your life who has this energy, or this is your energy here. And with female issue wrapped in this heart here, this heart shape around her, this means that you need to embrace your childlike qualities a lot more, your playfulness. All right, the female issue does have a little bit of a trickster, but in a fun way, not a negative trickster, but a trickster energy of lightheartedness, of playfulness, of excitement, all right? You may have a fire sign woman in your life, or of course you may be that fire sign woman or that lighthearted, playful, childlike energy. You may be drawn or attracted to work that has to do with children. You may get along really well with children in your life. You may be great with kids. And that's because you have a naturally playful, lighthearted energy. And you, of the most of the three piles, are the most identified and in touch with your inner child. It's really easy for you to be creative, to play. And this may be something that attracts a lot of needy people to you. This may be something in your energy that attracts a lot of people with their own burdens, with their own baggage, who are not able to tap into their inner child. Because of the fact that you are so in touch with your own inner child, you have a way of naturally communicating with them, of being very creative. So you may be in a field where you are interested in making a children's show, or you might write children's books, or you may teach kids, or you might be very creative on your own. You may naturally be attracted to bright colors or bright things. And with all that's going on in the world, for this pile especially, you do need to take some time for yourself to have fun, to enjoy life, to create some fun and excitement for yourself. And for a lot of you guys, what you love the most is that inner creativity and exploration that is naturally within your personality. That is a part of you that the universe designed for you to have. So when you're faced with hard times, you can look within yourself and into that inner child and have fun. Even if you are simply painting, by yourself, you can have a world of your own rich imagination that you get wrapped up into. And it helps you to render amazing creations that then inspire other people. A big part of your purpose here, Pile 3, is to inspire and uplift other people, which is why you have such a lighthearted, childlike, and fun personality. Some people might criticize you for not taking life seriously enough, but what they don't see is this is a part of your survival mechanism, Aries. This is a way that you escape your troubles by looking at the lighter side of life. And this might be a coping mechanism that you developed very early in childhood to help you to escape from the more serious things in life that maybe you were not equipped to handle, or maybe you had no power over. Okay, so with the Six of Air at the end of your spread, a lot of you need to get back in touch with this fun, childlike energy within you. Some of you were severely criticized growing up for maybe not taking life seriously enough. And what the caretakers around you didn't understand is that your jovial nature, your creativity is a part of your gift. Even in the hardest times, we need someone who is able to have a sense of humor and the intelligence to see the aspects of every different event. There is humor in almost everything in life, even in our hardest of circumstances. So don't feel bad for the natural, joyful temperament that the universe has blessed you with, because this is why you're so emotionally strong. This is the reason why you don't get depressed as easily, because you're able to remove yourself from your circumstances, and you're able to look at the sadness and everything, but you're also able to look at the lighthearted, the fun, the childlike perspective in everything as well. And that makes you very relatable and a breath of fresh air from the rest of the world. So here with the Six of Air, you are being invited also by the universe that if at any time, because of the criticism of others, or maybe because other people didn't understand you, if you let go of this aspect of yourself, of this lighthearted and fun nature, the universe is asking you to get back in touch with it, to have fun, especially right now where there's so many serious, dark things going on out in the world. Take some time to have fun for yourself, or even to get in touch with your own inner child by taking care of a loved one, by taking care of a little one around you. Maybe you have a niece or nephew that needs to be babysat. You are going to be able to, by taking care of them, by getting in touch with your inner child And through being around that childlike, fresh energy, that sensitive, receptive energy, you're going to get back in touch with your own inner child and remember the things that you like doing as a kid, the things that gave you joy and that naturally give joy to you as a human being. So that is very important for you to do in order to heal. With the Six of Air here, it is about returning back to something oftentimes, or about also leaving childhood trauma, okay? Because the Six of Air does have to do with emotion, and it doesn't have to be physically leaving a place, even though for some of you this could represent that this month you're going to leave your childhood home. For others of you, it may not represent leaving an actual place. This could be leaving a mentality of victimhood. If you had a negative experience as a child and you felt that you were being unfairly put down or criticized, this is about you leaving that negative aspect behind and seeing that even though you may have been criticized growing up, or maybe your peers didn't accept you, those very things that were considered weaknesses back then in your childhood are actually your strengths now. Your sensitivity is why you're so creative. Your ability to think outside the box is why you're so resilient, Aries. So it's important for you to love those aspects of yourself and to learn to embrace them. All right. So you have 3 oracle cards. An extra oracle card came out in your card pool. And your first oracle card here is Panthera, the precious and rare. And I think that this really describes your energy, especially for this pile. A lot of you may be empaths, a lot of you may be very creative, or you might even identify as earth angels, okay? So with Panthera, you are not only beautiful inside and out, but you are also very fierce. People know not to mess with you, and that is partly because you have the energy of a cat. You have an energy of 9 lives. Of whatever happens to you, you are going to bounce right back and be on your feet, okay? With this butterfly, you are confident. You are aware of your strong points. You're aware of the beauty within you, and you are confident in those ways that you are also unique. So the universe wants to congratulate you for being able to have such a deep understanding of yourself and of attempting to embrace those areas that maybe those around you did not model self-acceptance for. Maybe you were not applauded or encouraged for being very creative or courageous or expressive. But it's important that you celebrate those traits within yourself as an adult. You also have the oracle card Lena, what must be shall be, okay? So some of you may have had incidents where you had to separate yourself from people, either this year or last year. The universe wants you to know that everything is happening within divine timing, and even if you have had some stalls within your progress this year, it is all according to divine timing. You may have had some work opportunities. Maybe some of you were looking at going back to school and that got pushed back for whatever reason. You may have had some delays within your progress between now and last year. And the universe wants you to know that even though this may have been a delay in the 3D, this was all divinely orchestrated. You were asked to pause so that you could self-reflect and heal going forward and enjoy your progress from a whole standpoint, from a standpoint of being whole, of being at peace within yourself, so that you could enjoy your progress even more, all right? And your last oracle card from the Lamb Vampire deck, oracle card deck, is the Past the Prison. So this is number 17, and the number 1 along with the number 7 has a lot to do with self-awareness, confidence, being courageous, and also with self-reflection. All right, now number 1 is your number, Aries, is you are the first sign in the zodiac. All right, and 7 just has to do with reflection, self-reflection, and spiritual alignment. All right, so this card says a past a prison, or the past a prison, bitterness, grudge, refusal to let go. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, you need to do some self-forgiveness. There may have been an incident where you feel that you let someone down. It could be also that there is someone who has not forgiven you. All right, for some of you, you may have an urge to people please or to meet the expectations that others may have of you, no matter how unrealistic they may be. This card is encouraging you to let go of the standards that other people may have for you, and to focus on the standards that you have for yourself, your own principles. We can never meet everyone's expectations all of the time, and it's really important to know what's for you and what's not serving you. So if meeting other people's expectations is making you neglect yourself, or if it's making you become detrimental or a detriment to yourself through negative habits, through self-neglect, it's important to release yourself from the prison of standards that other people might be putting on you unfairly. This could be a job where they're asking you to work around the clock and it's not healthy for your body. This could be a relationship, romantic or otherwise, with family where you're being asked to overextend yourself or do things that you're not comfortable with. But it's really important that you guys let go of standards and of things that other people are unfairly holding you responsible for and to do. Also, this is asking you to forgive yourself and to not hold yourself and your identity in the past, okay? With this past the prison card, this also could do with expectations that you failed to meet for yourself, and actually having a grudge toward yourself for failing to meet your own inner expectations. It's really important that with all this dynamic energy that my pile threes have, that you learn to also accept your humanness. You're never going to be able to complete every goal every day 100% of the time, okay? And so it's important to give that time to yourself for self-care, but also to realize that where you fell short in the past is only an opportunity to learn from in the future, so that you can make different decisions and meet your goals. So it's really important that if you have anything negative that you're judging yourself for in the past, maybe sabotaging a relationship or a job opportunity or something else that you may be still angry or upset at yourself for, take the month of March to forgive yourself. Take the month of March to let go of those opportunities and to define yourself by the amazing traits and vibration of high energy and of love that you have naturally as a person, because that's really who you are. You're not your past mistakes and you're not your shortcomings. Those were just things that you were supposed to learn from, not to take on as your identity. So it's important that you release those things in the month of March so that you are ready to go and to take advantage of all the blessings that are coming to you in Aries season, the next season of the month. All right. So pile three, that is your reading. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, all right, and also to follow me on Twitter at Oshun's Rose. Check out my website if you are interested in booking a reading for yourself at theroseofoshun.com, and also check me out on Instagram at Oshun's Rose. All right, so I will be posting up later this week, guys, with more amazing videos, so make sure you check back, subscribe so you can get alerts for all the new videos on my channel as well. And before I go, also make sure that you follow me on TikTok. I have a new TikTok that I just put up, and I am adding content to that daily, and that is called Oshun's Rose. All right, guys, so thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon.